easily. Hello, we're the English sisters.
And we're in London here today. We've come over for business and also for a lovely conference.
Yeah, workshop on body
A lovely
language.
workshop on body language.
So we're really excited about that, but we've come on today to talk to you all because for those of you that have to make a decision, sometimes decisions can be hard, can't they?
Sometimes they can be stressful and
as you all know.
Yeah.
And this is an everyday hypnosis video, so there's a little bit of hypnosis in it too, just to help you make that decision with comfort and ease and tranquility.
and to help you unwind. And as you begin to listen to the sounds of our voices, we'd like to tell you a little story about what happened to us the other day.
We were on public transport on the train, going to our destination.
And the time came when we had to get off the train
And
here in London.
And they kept saying, and the loudspeaker kept saying, mind the gap, mind the gap. Now, we grew up in London, didn't we?
So we knew that the gaps were just reasonable, normal gaps, and you would just look out and think, okay, I'll just
the little gap.
mind the gap. I'll be careful and I'll mind the gap. However,
But when we went to get off this train at Clapham Junction, to be precise,
the gap was not a normal gap.
it was 2 feet,
It was an enormous gap, honestly.
which is about 50 centimetres. And
really
it
was.
so frightening.
It was daunting.
And it was high up as well, so you had
Yeah.
to take a leap of faith to get off that train.
and
So
yeah,
we managed to do it, didn't we? With
we
great
did.
bravery.
With bravery, we managed to get off the train.
We saw everyone else was jumping off.
Yeah, everybody seemed to be doing it, quite casually.
They were, weren't they?
They were, but it really was scary, I can tell you that.
It was terrifying. Anyway, we got off the train, and so, okay, that was okay. And we waited for the next train. But honestly, when the next train came,
The next train approached and we saw that the gap
the gap,
was just as big or even bigger to get onto the next train.
it was
And so-
gigantic.
When the train came to a stop,
There was a massive, honestly, for a whole body to fall through that. I thought I can't get on that train. So I said to you, I'm not getting on the train. It's just too big. It's too big. The
the gap is too
big.
big to get on, to be able to get
And
on that train.
she said, come on, you can do it. I said, I cannot do it. I'm frightened and I'm scared and I think I'm going to hurt myself if I try and get on there. We didn't even have high heels on, did we?
No, we just had low boots on.
No boots.
That's for the ladies listening to us. You might think, have you got high
Yeah,
heels on?
'cause
No, we didn't actually have high
We
heels
had low
on.
boots and we weren't carrying any suitcases or anything. So we didn't
Just
have a
normal
heavy load.
handbags. No, normal handbags.
Just being normal.
Just being normal as we can be. And Violetta said, I am not getting on that train. So I looked at the board and I saw, look, there's another one coming in 3 minutes. I
And
thought
I
she
was
may be
thinking-
able to get onto that
And
one.
I was
thought.
thinking, I'm going to wait to see if the next train, if there's a narrow gap, maybe we can walk up the platform a bit to see where there's not such a curvature. And we can get on that train. Otherwise, I immediately started thinking of other possibilities, walking or getting
a
a
bus
taxi
or getting an
a
Uber,
bus,
a bus,
or
taxi,
an Uber,
whatever.
something like that. I thought there are other ways.
There are other ways.
Anyway, the next train approached and the gap was...
It was as usual. It was
Gigantic.
gigantic again. Really,
So
really
my heart
scary.
started to flutter. So we quickly walked down the platform to see, and there was a guard there. And funnily enough, where the guard was standing, there
It
was
was
a small
okay.
door.
Yeah, you could actually get
The
in.
gap was like a foot, so it was much more reasonable. So I
Yeah.
said to the guard, "Can we get on here? We're frightened."
Because we're
And
frightened.
he just signalled gently to go down to where the gap was enormous. Oh, goodness me. So what we did is we went, but we quickly went down to where it wasn't 2 feet, it was 1.5 foot. And Yutka said, what did you say?
I said, I will
Hold
help
on.
you. Hold on to the orange handle and I'll help you get up there.
Yeah,
because
we'll
I
jump
knew I
on.
had to be brave because
Well,
she was
you've got
feeling
longer
fearful.
legs, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a bit taller, so I've got longer legs.
So we both said, okay, we can do it here. We could see we could manage it. So we both got on the train, and then when we got on the train, we started moaning about how big the gap was, and other passengers said that
They
we
were
right.
terrified too.
They were terrified, and that it was really huge, but we made it.
We made it, yes. But then it made us us think about something too, didn't
Made
it?
us think about our clients when they have big gaps in their life. So like when they're going through a divorce, or some of our clients are students
And
that
they
are
have
studying,
decisions to
and they
make.
might have to make a decision about whether to change the course of their studies because they're not happy with the initial studies that they've started.
Absolutely.
With their initial degree, and they're just thinking that the jump is just too big.
And so what happens when you think the jump is too big?
Well, it can be really frightening, can't it?
It can be frightening, yeah. So what we want you to think about just for a moment here is to perhaps think about other ways, other solutions, just like what happened to us. We considered other forms of transport to reach our destination. Perhaps you could consider other forms of transport and begin to wonder about that now.
Yeah, so maybe now you can just take a deep breath and close your eyes if you wish, or keep them open if you wish.
And in the days and weeks to come, your mind can begin to find solutions.
Solutions for you, different roads and different strategies.
Different pathways will begin to open up.
Maybe you too need to ask for a helping hand.
Maybe you too need to consider looking at that gap.
Maybe you can think the gap is too big here and it's not right for me.
Maybe you can wait and stay still just for a moment or two.
Just for a few moments.
And consider allowing your mind to wander and to think about the infinite possibilities that are available to you.
Yes, there's always more than one possibility.
You may have not considered them before because your mind was in a conscious thinking mode.
So unconsciously you can begin to relax
And allow your mind to wander.
and take new pathways.
And as your mind wanders and flows like a flowing river,
You too can wonder about different things for you.
different things and different possibilities, and maybe that gap was there for a reason.
Maybe it was there to warn you that there is real danger.
Maybe that real danger is to be taken to heed.
And not to be taken lightly. And just look for a slightly easier way of doing something.
There always is an easier way, and you can have fun and laughter too.
You can have a big laugh about difficult things as well. Sometimes we had a big laugh too after the event.
After the event, laughter may
But
come
we
to you.
did take heed.
We took heed and we paid attention,
And we
just like
listened
you
to
can
our
pay
body
attention to
signs
as you
and
listen to the
signals.
sounds of our voices.
That's right.
And sometimes they may come in tandem, just like the bicycle.
And you can ask for help.
And asking for help and asking for a helping hand is only natural now. And it's natural to look for that helping hand.
And to be relaxed, because when you are relaxed and you stop to think, it's amazing how clearly things can come to you.
They will come clearly in the days and weeks to come from now on.
And just like muddy waters settle when you allow them to keep still.
So can your mind settle and relax now.
And make the decision just easy and spontaneous for you.
Easy and spontaneous will come naturally to you.
And then maybe the leap is a little bit scary.
But that little bit scary can be exciting too.
And you can feel safe once you make it.
And you can feel a little thrill go down your back, as you
Thrill
did.
of excitement, knowing that you are safe because you have made the right choice for you at the right time.
Knowing that you're alive and feeling alive and empowered.
And if you had made choices in the past that you didn't feel were right for you, you have to remember that maybe they were right at that time in the past.
Maybe in that moment of time they were right for you.
And they've helped you learn something, and they've given you valuable feedback.
But as you're evolving and changing day by day, your mind can change and evolve too. And you can change your
move
mind.
forwards.
And you can move forwards.
And you can travel a lighter way.
A lighter way indeed.
And you can take a deep breath now. And only when you're ready, feeling refreshed and ready to go, you can open your eyes, or if your eyes were open, just keep them open and take a little stretch.
Refreshed and ready to go now.
And saying goodbye to you from London.
Goodbye from London.
Bye from the English sisters.
Bye.